Hello YouTube, NMP0 here, and I have another poll for you guys. And if you guys want to be part of the polls, please go to my channel, hit on that community tab, and you can vote for all the questions I post on there. So for this week's question, I asked you guys, how do you get over tilt in a fighting game? For option 1, we have play another game at 18%. For option 2, we have take a break from gaming at 32%. For option 3, we have go into training mode at 24%. For option 4, we have I play until I hate myself at 24%. And for the last option, other, we have 3%. Okay, so let's talk about this. And the first option was play another game. Now, I don't know about you guys, but if I'm on tilt, I can't really play another game because the tilt translates over to whatever game I'm actually trying to play. So it kind of sucks for me in that way that if I try to play another game, I'm just going to be bad at that game also. And I don't really mean like I'm switching games to like a different fighting game. I mean like I'm switching games to like a different genre of game, like a shooter or whatever. And the tilt from the fighting game will just carry over into whatever game I'm trying to play. I even I don't know if you guys know this, but I play Tetris, and being on tilt in a fighting game makes me have slower times and like 40 line clears on Tetris. So this really isn't the option for me because no matter what game I play, the tilt just carries over and I'm going to be frustrated no matter what. But I can see how this may help other people in getting over their tilt. Since you're playing another game, maybe it's not as frustrating. So you basically just like reset your tilt meter or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so next we have take a break from gaming at 32%. And this is what I do for a specific kind of tilt, which is where I'm not reacting to things that I should be reacting to. All that means is that I'm just coming home tired from work and then I can't react to things. For example, like if my opponent does something that I can punish, I'm not punishing it. If my opponent does something that I can block, I'm not blocking it. I'm just getting hit by it like an idiot. And it's just I have to go take a nap or something, come back to the game more focused. That's all that means. And I kind of know when that happens because it's usually when I'm doing maybe like 16-15 hour shifts at work, coming home and trying to play. Don't do that, guys. You're just gonna lose and you're gonna get frustrated, you're gonna get tilted. It's better to go take a nap and come back to the game when you're more focused. Okay, so next up we have option 3, go into training mode at 24%. And this is another option that I use, and I actually have a good example of me using this option. Okay, so when I was playing MK11, they decided for DLC characters, and one of those characters was Shiva. And Shiva has one of the most annoying moves in the game, which is her stomp, where she basically just jumps really high just out of the screen, and then she comes down and stomps on your head. And of course, the move is unblockable, so you can't just hold the block button. You have to either dash when she comes down, or you have to try to hit her out of it when she comes down. But it's not that simple because Shiva can change the timing of the jump so she can come down at a different time every time she does it. And she can also switch the location of the jump so might be able to jump in front of you or in back of you. All those benefits just meant that the move was extremely spammable, and that's what people did. They picked Shiva and all they did was just spam stomp. And one day I literally played like 3 or 4 Shivas in a row where they all beat me by just using stomp, and that's it. And of course they were teabagging in between the stomps, so it just made me even more tilted. And when I finally started playing other characters, I ended up losing against them also because I was just already tilted from the Shiva gameplay. So I had to go into training mode and figure out how to fight back against Stomp. I also ended up making a video on how to punish Shiva Stomp just so I could help other people. And if you guys are having a problem with character specific stuff, then the best thing to do is to go into training mode and see what you could do against it, how you block it, or maybe some sort of counter against it. It's the best thing to do. It's what I do, and hopefully that character won't put you on tilt anymore. And now for the last option, I play until I hate myself at 24%. And I was gonna say, wow, that's a really high percentage, but honestly, I've been through that. I've seen people go through that. There's videos online of just people raging. So I mean, I can't be surprised when it's at 24%. Now, if a game is getting to this point where you're just like hating yourself and hating the game and everything around you, just stop playing the game, man. Don't play something else. Just relax, go take a walk, go watch a movie, do something else. Just take a break, come back to the game later on, and hopefully you'll do better. And that's the advice I wish I could tell my friend before he broke the PS4 controller. And you know who you are. I'm not gonna mention any names, but yep, that just raged so much. He just banged it against the table, and goodbye PS4 controller. And the last option we have is other at 3%. And we didn't really get a lot of comments that varied very differently from what I already picked for the other options. So we're not going to go over them. But if you guys want to be part of the community and you want to vote in these polls, just go to my channel, go to community tab, and you can vote on all the questions I post there. So see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.